Let's start at the bottom. Level 1. You're 8 years old, maybe 9. Your dad drives you 2 hours to a go-kart track every single weekend because that's the only track within driving distance. You don't have the best kart. You don't have the best tires. What you have is obsession. You watch onboard laps at night instead of cartoons. You know every corner of every track before you've even driven it. You crash constantly. You spin out, you clip barriers, you cry in the car sometimes because you're so mad at yourself for messing up turn 4 again. But every single week, you get half a second faster. Nobody outside your family thinks you're going anywhere. But you already believe you're going to be in Formula 1 one day. That belief is the only budget you actually have. Level 2. You're a teenager now, and karting isn't enough anymore. You've moved into F4, maybe F3. This is where the sport stops being a hobby and starts being a financial war. Your team isn't a team. It's you, your dad, a second-hand trailer, and a spreadsheet of debt. Seats in these championships cost hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and you're not getting paid, you're paying to be there. You're sleeping in budget hotels near the track. Eating whatever's cheap. Watching kids with wealthier families roll up in motorhomes while you're doing setup changes yourself because you can't afford a full mechanic crew. But you're fast. Faster than most of them. And speed is the one thing money can't fully buy. You start getting noticed, not by fans, but by scouts. People who work for junior driver programs run by actual F1 teams. That's the door you're trying to kick open. Level 3. You've made it into Formula 2, one step below the top. This is the pressure cooker. Every driver here is fighting for the same handful of F1 seats that open up maybe once or twice a year. You need something called a super license, which basically means proving to the sport that you're consistently one of the best young drivers in the world. One bad season here, and years of your life and your family's money can disappear overnight. The politics are brutal. Some drivers get backed by billionaire fathers. Some get backed by energy drink companies. You might not have either, so every single race weekend is an audition. You're not just racing the field, you're racing a resume. You start doing media training, learning how to talk to journalists, because now people are actually starting to film you. There are a few thousand fans on social media who know your name. It's a strange feeling, almost famous, but still broke. Level 4. It happens. You get the call. A Formula 1 team, probably a smaller one near the back of the grid, signs you as their rookie driver for next season. You walk into the paddock for the first time as a real F1 driver, and it's overwhelming. The drivers you grew up watching on TV are now just standing there. In the same room. Sometimes they don't even acknowledge you, because to them, you're just another rookie who might not last the season. Your first race is humbling. You get lapped by the leaders. The car is difficult, the team is still figuring out its identity, and the media asks you the same question over and over: how does it feel to finally be here? It feels like nothing you imagined. It's harder. Lonelier. The car is faster than anything you've ever driven, but the competition is faster than you expected too. Still, you're on the grid. Out of thousands of kids who started karting the same year you did, you're one of maybe 20 in the entire world doing this right now. Level 5. A couple of seasons in, you found your footing. You're not fighting for wins, but you're scoring points most weekends. You're a respected midfield driver, the kind of name commentators mention when they talk about the future of the sport. This is where your personality starts to matter as much as your driving. Fans pick favorites based on more than lap times now, are your interviews, your social media, your rivalries. You start to realize that F1 isn't just a sport, it's entertainment, and you're one of the characters in the show. Contract negotiations get more serious. Bigger teams start watching your performances. You know that if you have one standout season, one race where you outdrive a car that shouldn't be competitive, everything can change. And then, it happens. A big team seat opens up. And your name is on the shortlist. Level 6. You're driving for one of the giants now. Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren. The team with the budget, the car, and the expectations to actually fight for wins. Podiums stop being a surprise and start being the standard. If you finish fourth, it's treated like a disappointment, even though fourth in F1 means you're one of the best drivers alive. The pressure is different here. It's not can you make it anymore, it's can you win it all. Every mistake is analyzed by millions of people in real time. Every radio message you send during a race gets clipped and picked apart online within minutes. But you also get access to things you couldn't imagine at level 1. Engineers running thousands of simulations just for your driving style. A car built partially around your feedback. Global brand deals. And teammates who are just as hungry as you are. Sometimes your fiercest rival wears the exact same uniform. Level 7. The top. You did it. World champion. There's a documentary crew following your season now. Kids are wearing replica helmets with your design on it. Your worst race of the year still ends in the points. When you walk into a paddock, rookies look at you exactly the way you used to look at your heroes back at level 4. But the strange part is, the hunger doesn't go away. You still remember the hay bales. You still remember the trailer, the debt, the 2-hour drives to the go-kart track. Every single level you climbed is still in you. Because that's the truth about F1 that most people never see. Nobody starts at the top. Every world champion was once a kid who got lapped, who got cut from a program, who almost ran out of money to keep going. The only difference between level 1 and level 7 is that they never stopped climbing. So, out of all 7 levels, which one do you think you're at right now, in your own life, in whatever you're chasing?